All right, it's officially noon, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first consigner out is going to be Matt Murdoch, the MT Hart crew. He's going to bring, I think, 4 of them in, correct? 3 of them, I'm sorry. He'll get over here to explain a little more to you.
All righty. Again, just want to say thanks to the whole crew, the players, guys. They obviously put on top-notch event. We always enjoy coming here. We brought 3 entries. The leadoff is going to be the blue one. That's a white tag 55. That bear there is going to be a wild ride, let the beat build wham. So the let the beat build sow is going to be a $15,000 gilt we bought back at Texas Elite. That sow's littermate brother would have been a class winner at Austin, the Heavy Yorkshires last year. And then most recently that sow would be the mother of the champion light cross gilt this year at Texas Elite. The wham grandmother of that one is an $8,000 purchase that we got from F2, the Flores crew there in Castroville. And we've built around here 100%. Everything we've ever done in the white program goes back to that grandma. We've got 6 white sows, and they all line back up to her. So very good pig. Good sow family, and a sow that's a young sow that we're pretty pumped up to be building around as well. The next one in is going to be the skinnier Berkshire there, the yellow tag. I believe that's tag 30. That one's going to be a top hand bad negotiator. That sow is going to be the mother to the champion Berkshire bear at Houston in 24. She would also be the grandmother to the champion Berkshire at Austin in 23. The mother of 3 sail makers at Houston, another sail maker at Austin, the 4th overall gilt at Texas Elite in 24. The list goes on and on. Again, another foundational piece of our Berkshire program. Whenever it goes to our purebred Berkshires, that's the one that we kind of laid everything around. And then we'll round out the yellow tag there. The orange tag is going to be tag 23. That's a dirty Berkshire. That's going to be a walk-off, dig deep Waterberg. So the walk-off boar is actually a kind of calico-marked crossbred boar that stands at Laird's. He's a heavy hitter son raised by Nate Warner, I believe. And then the dig deep deal would have been the high-selling gilt at Texas Elite last year, and the Waterberg grandmother would be one we originated from Lenders. That mother would be the 3rd overall or 3rd heavy division dark cross at Texas Elite, and then her first litter they just got done showing. 3 males were exhibited, 2 make the sale at Houston, and 1 is 9th at Austin. So this time state fair set, we normally breed just kind of some gilts that we let pass over, or some sows that we're trying to get a couple more shots, and we wanted to make it a point to lay in some of our very best females. So these are out of the 3 pretty much most decorated sows we've got. Again, the blue one will be a leadoff, the white tag 55. The yellow will be the 2nd rounder. That's a yellow tag 30. And then the dirty Berkshire will be the 3rd rounder. That's an orange tag 23. If you have any questions, be more than happy to talk to you about them. Holler at me in the back. And again, thanks to the guys for having us and their wives for doing all the work.
All right, next in's going to be CNC Show Pigs. They brought us a trio of them, trio of belted ones, CNC Show Pigs.
Our leadoff will be the little half-belted bear there. That's white tag 56. That pig is a Trick Daddy Judgment Day JoJo. That sow would have originated from Cantrell. We bought her at the she sale a couple years ago there in Chandler, Oklahoma, and that pig shares the same sow family as Get Real at Premium Blend. Cantrell's really building around that sow family, and we were fortunate enough to snag a gilt out of that from him. Our 2nd rounder is going to be tag 31, the yellow tag there. That pig is a wide open in-game kingpin. That pig sow, mother of that pig would actually originated from Gary Todd on a partnership sow we had together. Really good sow family there that we had a lot of those kingpin out of line sows that done really well for us. And then the skinnier one in the ring there is going to be the orange tag 24. That pig is sired by Wide Awake 41-3, a boar that was at 66 Ventures that died pretty one of those that would have been really good but had a short term as far as producing semen. But That pig's mom is a no other kingpin. We sold a black-headed pig at King's too last year that was really popular and done well all year long for the people that bought him. And that particular sow would be the mother of that black-headed pig that we sold at King's. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next in is going to be Gary Todd with Todd Show Pigs. He brings us quite a few, a mixture of spots, Durocs, and some crosses.
These first three dark cross males are litter mates. 70 litter pigs are wild times on a timber sow. That timber sow's a solid white sow we got at the house. She's put a lot of white bears in the cell at San Antonio and OYE and Texas in the past. This is probably the most colored up litter she's ever had for us, but this is one of my favorite litters this spring. We've only sold one gilt out of this litter. She sold well at Holy Smokes last weekend. That white tag 57 pig, he's going to be our lead off. That's one of my favorite wild time pigs we brought to sell anywhere. The tag 32 chromed up pig, he's going to be in the second round, and I believe that other one's 33 in it. 34, tag 34 will be the last one, I guess, in the second round. So the little spot pig, we bought that one's daddy here last year. This time, the boar we call Waxahachie, James Glenn bred. That pig is a Waxahachie on a big stack sow, big stack silencer. That sow family's done really good for us and has several in the cell at Tulsa and OYE. Both of the little red males, the little cherry red one to my left, that's a turn red, born this way. The little darker one is a turn red motivation. That turn red boar is a boar that we got at the house that we're partners with Code Childers on. That Goss bred that boar. He was a $24,000 baby pig at the get-together last year. That boar's going to have a real chance this next go-around. There's several good sows bred to him. But we appreciate y'all having us out. Thank you.
All right, next in is Fink Farms. I think he brings us a total of 5 head.
Yeah. Good morning. Thanks, crew, for inviting us down to the spring edition. Brought 5 pigs for you today. We started out with the white tag pig. He happens to be a Boomtown prime cut. It's mother's, well, anyway, the grandmother of this one was granted OYE for the Trojan firm, and we were lucky to pick up a gilt out of that and got along really well. The pigs seemed to really do the part for us. Then we have the blue pig. That's a roll with it. Goes back to, well, it's a New World Order roll with it. And then next intentions, the next intentions sow got along extremely well at the California Youth Expo a couple of years ago, and we actually got that one back and continues to put some killer pigs out for us. Then we've got the trust fund, quite frankly, the narrow-belted pig, or colored-up pig. Got a hold of Zach Swecky, and we got all excited about the trust fund pig, and there's been a lot of high-dollar pigs out of that. We gained some bone, some structure, and some look out of that. We're pretty excited about that one as well. Down harder. Then our last two are out of Wild Ride. And their mom was the mother of the Grand at Exarban 2 years ago. She's the 9 litter sows. Just continue to, regardless what you breed them to, seem to put out some killer pigs, and I think we did that same here. We're pretty excited about these and the way they're put together. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Enjoy the trip.
All right, some sell sheets are making their way out. Just to clear up any kind of confusion, there's obviously 3 different colors of tags. The round 1s are all going to be white tags. The round 2s are going to be yellow tags, and then round 3 is going to be an orange tag. There's duplications of numbers, so the easiest thing for you to know is all around 1s are going to be 100 and something. Okay, you need to pay attention. Whatever, if it's 108, that means it's tag 8. It's a little confusion, but we're going to work through it and make it work. Rosebird's going to be next. He's brought a trio of them. He'll let you know more about them.
Thanks everybody for having us out. It's always a good time to get down to Texas and sell some pigs. Lead-off pig is going to be the narrow belt boar pig there. Extreme Measures, Glory Days. Extreme Measures would be the boar pig that we buy from Steve and Mark Gray there, and got a bunch bred to that boar. This is like his 2nd season. Done a pile winning with those things. Gilt litter, I think there was 13 in that litter. We kept every female. Male pig sold in the last online sale for a bunch of money. It was our favorite one. A young sow, Littermate Brothers have won some classes down here in Texas. Just a good pig, one that we like a bunch, sow family that we trust a lot on. Second one's going to be the painted up one there. It's Extreme Measures Endgame. That one is out of a sow that we've had. She's done about like $400,000 or $500,000, it seems like, in baby pigs. Every litter she's had is kind of hit and sold well. Won a bunch with that sow. Young little guy on here, one that's considerably smaller. That's an Extreme Measures, quite frankly. Another one of them young sows, that young gilt pigs that we've had on the farm. That one there would be the $38,000 lead off at Sweethearts 2 winters ago. This would be her first litter. Litter that looks like it might do something here. They're just a lot smaller than the rest of them.
So these would be Day Family Show Pigs consignment. Thanks for the introduction, Matt. So I appreciate you guys putting this deal together every year. One of our favorite pig sales to come to. We brought 4 of them this year. We're going to lead off with a little white tag, number 60. Would be 160 on your program if you're following along. That would be a Kong Cotton-Appin OCD, little sow that we stumbled on last year in the jackpot circuit there in Oklahoma and just fell in love with her, and we're lucky enough to get her landed after OIE. This is her first time through the crate, bred to Kong, and we brought one here we think's pretty fun. The other pig in the ring with him would be our third round pig. He is orange tag 30. That would be 330 in your program. That is a lead the way daylight kingpin. That pig would go back, if you were just listening to Austin Craig a second ago, his sow was an in-game kingpin. That's the same kingpin, the kingpin out of line. Those 3 litter mates made to sell at OIE several years back, and they've made a big impact on their firm and ours and Gary's as well. That would be the grandma of this one. They've tons of winners. This mom in particular would have had a second place bear at Houston out of her very first litter here last time around. So that would be tag 160 in the first round, Kong, Cotton-Appin, and tag 330, lead the way daylight. We're bringing in a pair of litter mates here. They will run in the second round, be tags 238 and 239. These would be litter mate wide awake albino rhino never before. It's a young sow that Brock Heron would have raised. We were able to get a hold of last year as well. This again would be her first litter. The belted pig would be tag 238, and the blue pig tag 239. Again, that's wide awake, albino rhino never before.
Defense, baby, defense. Next in is IDK Genetics. Jess is here and left Nick at home. I believe he brought a Berkshire, a Spot, and then a crossbred he's pretty high on.
Well, thanks, Matt, Reagan, and Colin for having us out. Leadoff pig will be tag 61, I believe, the white tag 61, the Berkshire. Good pig. This is a gilt litter here. This pig's mom is a just for Bert, bulletproof. So he'd be a repeat mating to class 1 in Berkshire we had at Houston a couple times ago. That bear himself had no mate sisters, so had to do a repeat mating to kind of get some, and they're just now getting in the rotation. That thing hadn't took the trip great. He's a little skinny and not quite as full, but I will say that the pigs out of that line have always been that way, kind of little skinny, good baby pigs that aren't messed up and turn into really good show pigs towards their end point. Second rounder will be the belted one. That pig's an out for blood, say when, Kingpin base camp. So that goes back to the original, I guess, base camp sow that we brought from Heimers in the exchange as a bred sow. That line's been extremely good to us and really responsible for a bulk of our success at the major side on the crossbred side. I think a neat pig, got some big pieces that's got a fairly large feeding window. And then the Spot Bear, another one that's skinny and green, but built extremely good. He would be a big daddy. Gambler Cheetah, that's a gilt litter as well. The Cheetah sow on the backside would be another mate to a class winner at Houston we had a couple times ago, and some of our better stuff on the spotted side as well. If you have any questions, just feel free to find me in the back.
Next in is a single entry from Palorino Livestock, a bear that we're quite high on. Connor's got some notes on him.
First off, I'd like to thank Matt, Reagan, Colin, the crew, all the women in the back for letting us come. So the bear that's in the ring now, he's tag 162, or that's how the sheet reads, tag 62. He's a buckle up blindside goosebumps. That goosebump sow on the bottom side would have be the aunt of that Rocket Bear at LSU that was champ or reserve middleweight in 23 at LSU. This has kind of been the pig I've liked from when I seen him on the sow for the first time. He's always been stout and good looking, but I have quite a bit of faith in this one. I like this one a good deal.
Hey, you guys bid early and often on this one. Matt Mckinley is going to buy this pig because Brooks wants it, and this boy up here's got a ring to buy. Isn't that right, Connor? You got a ring to buy at some point, and Brooks likes this show pig. Do not be scared to bid a lot of money on this one. Brooks, you're getting that pig. You're welcome.
The next two in are going to be my consignments. I believe the wider belted one, the white tag, number 22 is going to be our leadoff. Both these are going to be wide opens. They're at Laird's. Tag 22 is going to be a wide open. Here I am, 44 Dirty Secret. I know these things are a little behind. We had some issues at the farm in terms of health, and they caught a bug, and they're on the good side of it now. They lost a little bloom and fluff, but two of them that I think we're real high on, and out of sows that kind of fed and just been the backbone of our winning here lately. The littler guy, he's going to be a wide open, unashamed, dirty blow. That sow's incredible. My brother named her bell bottoms. I mean, the biggest part of her is her feet and legs, and she's generated good. The Woodson family would have had a bear this time last year that got along good at the SIP and ended up well at the end. This bear is a little behind, obviously, and on the small side of things, but when he comes back around and just gets healthy and back going the right direction, I've got high hopes for him. Again, he'll be tagged 22 second round. If you got any questions, ask Colby. Our next in is going to be our good friend Danny Palmer. He brought a good group of them down that look like the good feeding kind. I know he's pretty happy with them as well.
Okay, the first three in here, they're all buckle up never befores. I'm going to lead off with the belted male in the center, tag, I believe, white tag 23. Then the next one will be, I believe, in second round, his brother that's black. That would be yellow tag 23. This sow family's done a really good job. Maverick Squires wins a class at the American Royal Spring Show 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then that bear goes to California and wins at the Revival. He was champion all black. I guess that was just the last few days. So those are 6 litters. The off-belted male is a 2 litter. So he's also a buckle up never before. But he goes back to our Goliath sow that would have been a litter mate to the Reserve Grand at OYE in 2017. So buckle up never befores. And I want to thank the young folks. We've talked about all these other folks that put on the sale, but for breeders, the ones that really make it work, and I know they're the ones getting them here, but these young folks, we don't have to wash hogs. We don't have to brush hogs. We don't have to drive hogs. It's pretty good. Thank y'all. These are the kind we like feeding. I wish I had kids still showing, but since we don't. Okay, these next two, we've got a belted male and a chromie. The belted one is a wild side, never before Dirty Secret. In our third round, and the chromie one is a worth the wait Deadly Secret. Orange tags number 16 and 17, I believe. 16 is the Wild Side Never Before, Dirty Secret. 17 is the Worth the Wait, which is our tricked out son on a Deadly Secret. Thanks.
We got a trio coming in here from Glenn, and three of them that just look like the right kind, in my opinion. I know he's real happy with them. They got great pedigrees. Here's more information about them.
Thank you very much for inviting us down here. I love coming to this sale. The food's great, and the kids are great. So we're leading off with a white tag in the middle. He's a white 24. He's actually a driving force backdrop. We got it a little bit off in the records here, but that's okay. He'll be in our round one. We thought all three of these were pretty even, and you just kind of pick them the way you like them. The 25 yellow tag will be in round two, and he is a heat index backbone. Heat index is a backdrop son at Moyers. And the other pig, 18 with the orange tag, is in the third round, and he's a litter mate to our lead off. He's a driving force backdrop. Driving force is the Hilty boar that's at Laird's. It's extremely stout, has a very good look to him. We think these pigs will feed well, and if we didn't think they wouldn't, we wouldn't have brought them. So thank you for having us.
Next in will be Mr. Gray. I believe he brings us three of them. These things are real good in my opinion. I know some people have some hype on these. He sold them well earlier this week at Top Shelf and brings some litter mates to those bears down here to us, and we couldn't be more proud and happy for him.
Well, I'd like to start out by saying, like everybody else, reiterate how glad I am to be here and how much I appreciate the invite and the people running the show and the kids. It's just a great atmosphere and really enjoyable as a breeder just to sit and look at pigs and watch pigs and not be stressed about getting them brushed off or getting them presented. We're going to start off with a 25 white tag hog. He's a 31 litter hog, would have been a mate to that pair of hogs we just sold there at Top Shelf. At Upper Hand buys that one, and then Chris Archer and Doug Committee get the other one. That's a hog that we pegged to bring here to this sale and save for this sale. That is a wide open. That sow would be a tricked out cruel. She'd be a mate to like fully loaded to the extreme. That pair of sows was a pair of them little mate sows that we're building off of, and they have done a really good job. The reserve ran there a year ago at that Southern New Mexico State Fair. The reserve cross and third overall, I guess I should say, was out of that line, that sow, and then the pig that sells at Perfect Timing that Evergreen buys, he calls Culture. The pig there, quite tricky, that Ralph Stark buys. The bear that I cut for Madeline to show a couple of years ago that injured himself. That sow, it all goes back to that sow line and that pair of sows. So I think that's a pretty predictable pig in the way them hogs are fed, and one that we're real proud of and real proud to have here to lead off. The other hog there, the yellow tag, the hog in the middle, he's going to be our hog in the middle. It's on the sheet there. He's in the third round, but the tag's the same. And the pedigrees are swapped on the second and third rounders. That hog is a misnotch. He's actually supposed to be a 35. We put him on another sow and fostered him off when he's little, and then wasn't paying enough attention when we was notching. He is a power trip, a hog there at Premium Blends that Jonky raised that is going to do a very good job. And then his mother would have been the hog that Jamie Buck family had last year that would have been like a mate to Blowing Smoke. That'd be a buckle up back on that no huddle sow that was so good that showed up there in our country a couple of seasons ago. But that's a pig. That's a gilt litter on that sow, and that's one we're keeping the gilts, and we're certainly going to build off her, and we'll look forward to having her. Then the orange tag hog, the 19, His mama would have had to produce the grand there a year ago, or 2 years ago, I guess it would be now, in 23 there at Kansas City at the American Royal. She's a no-intro, Littleboro Tier 1. That pig is soured by Roke. This orange tag hog is. He's one that another one we had pegged. We kind of held these 3 hogs back to bring here. Really enjoyed the trip and really thankful to be here and appreciate everybody.
Next in's going to be Grumpy with Lynch Livestock. He brought us 3 of them that he's very high on, and I know Colin went by and he saw them and called me and said Kevin's bringing probably the best set, maybe the best pig he's ever hauled out to our sale. I was thrilled to see him and real happy when they got unloaded and looked good out here.
I don't know where they come up with this Grumpy deal, but I'll wear that badge with honor when I look at them grandbabies, so it's all good. Again, thanks to the kids that are involved today and yesterday. It makes it easy to get down the road when you've got that kind of help getting here, and I appreciate that and appreciate the invite. We're going to lead off with the white tag Little Bear there. He's been on the chip since Monday. So for him to even know what direction to go is, I lay that into the 2 young ladies that spent the last 18 hours trying to stick break my pigs. So I appreciate that. But that thing is a young sow there at home. Damn phone don't want to work. Canned heat. We like that deal right there. In the wood sow that is young. Second litter deal here. We'll follow up. His tag is 151. I expect a lot of future for him. His litter mates are good at home, and we'll see them here again out in another couple of weeks at the Breeders' Best. But a very nice pig to start off with a good young green one. You don't normally do that. We'll follow with one and coming and painted up one here in the middle. That one there, it goes back to a tricked out sow that when you look at her babies, you will question structure in them, and within the first 150 pounds, you don't question anything. If there's any sow on our farm that produces bone and mass and look, she's the one or was the one. So that is the hole in this pig as you look at him. You're not going to call that one frail, but I guarantee you that's going to be a big-legged monster when it's all said and done. Again, that's a hit this, tricked out, and then we'll follow up in round 3 with tag number 320. That's a 99 problem simple man. And again, 99 Problems doesn't need a whole lot of introduction on what he's done. We've got a lot of faith in that deal. He took the trip a little harder than most. Didn't want to eat yesterday most of the day. He's starting to fill back up and look the part. But we've got a lot of trust in these, and hopefully we find a new address this afternoon. And I appreciate y'all having us.
Next in is going to be our good buddy Beanie. He brings the life of the party to the pig sale. Brought us a group of red ones. He's pretty high on, and if you paid attention, the sows in behind them are awfully incredible. Beanie's going to tell you more.
Thank you, Matt and Regan and Colin, for having me. If you followed the pedigree last year, the breakdown of everything, you know everything goes back to the winners in every Texas Majors since the early 1900s. But no, these 3 reds are all litter mates. It's short and sweet. It'll be name brand will be the boar there from Brett Byers has. I'm on a Kaboom sow there at the house. Thanks again for having me.
Miller. Run Font knows he's here. Okay. That pin. Our next in is going to be John Fontenot with Fontenot Farms, a guy who's been on a heater in terms of winning and producing breeding stock. I can't tell you how many boars have made it in the stud from this firm over the years and just countless winners. Glad John brought us this trio to us.
Well, I'd like to thank the group here putting on the sale for the invite. It's always nice to come. Our little lead also be this little Belton here with the white tag. He's Cheap Seats, Jericho, Gilt litter. Gilt was a good show. Gilt, we think she's going to be a phenomenal sow. These two bigger ones are they're also Cheap Seats on a caught napping, also a Gilt litter. That caught napping Gilt was she ended up being like champion, reserve champion middleweight cross there at LSU. But we think three nice pigs. Thank you guys for coming out.
I have not seen Cade Miller this morning. If he's here, please make your way up. He's not here. Okay, Miller Time Genetics is the next one in, and give me a second to find where he's at. Cade was a first-time consigner this last go-around and kind of headlined quite a bit in winning throughout the sale or throughout the show season last year. I know some boars that he landed in studs. He was real proud of. I know he loves his pig. When he reached out to us and told us that he was bringing one, he said to buckle up on a real good white sow and you get here and study this bear. I think there's a lot to appreciate. Obviously, we're not going to guarantee him to stay white, but that's on you if you get him bought. But man, this bear has got a lot of good things going. Just that speed and kind, his build and look is kind of what them white ones need to look like. Again, this is Miller Time Genetics. His first round and only round is tag 152. Next group in is going to be from Tin Roof Farms, the guys who you'll have to give a big round of applause here in a little bit when they fire the boilers up and get the crawfish going. They brought us three of them. We went and saw them earlier last week and kind of lined out what we wanted them to bring. And I tell you, these three are bred right, got good sows behind them. Aaron's going to elaborate more.
Thank you, Matt and the crew. We were a little late getting on the buckle up train, but we decided to try a few in our Februaries. These are two litter mates, maybe built a little different. The biggest hole in them, they need a little sun or artificial light, but I think they're two pretty good. One can probably show every weekend. One's going to be for the end game, but you see what they are. They be buckle up, take cover, believe in me. Mama of these would have raised the reserve at our parish, which is a Texas county. Coming in next is a pair of 8 seconds. That'll be the 2 liter and the 4 liter. The 4 liter is a little bit smaller one. That'll be in round 2. She'd be 8 seconds, no turning back. And then the other one would be 8 seconds. Here I am, never before. Thank you, guys.
Pull Roy D, walk up, keep my hand up. Next in is going to be a pair of Berkshires from Rocca. Grant and Chief brought us a pair of them. Again, we saw them earlier last week. I think you need to study in. I know there's been some good Berks through the ring, but we're real high on this pair of them.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody involved with this sale for inviting us. Our leadoff would be the white tag 15, which would be a top hand free agent. This one this mother raised a reserve at Houston back in a few years ago and countless champions at LSU in the Berkshire deal. Our second round yellow tag 15 would be a top hand jet black shattered. The mother to this one would have been a Champion Expo Burke in 22, and also the Reserve Supreme. The grandmother has also raised the Reserve Supreme at Texas last year. The yellow 15 is also a Crip too.
Wrong order. That's impressive. Explain that. You have your numbers on there already? Yeah.
You explain it that the Berkshire is he's got a yellow tag, but he's going to have white 63. You call the Chester a Burke a Chester? Yeah.
Okay, next in's going to be Russell with Canesi Farms. We had a hiccup last night on our end and tagged him in the wrong order. He's going to lead off with the Berkshire, and that's going to be white tag 63 once we get them swapped out. So don't pay attention to the tags as they stand in here today. Once we do our other preview, we'll have it corrected by then. But again, the Berkshire is going to be his lead off, and when we get the sell order fixed, or the tags fixed, excuse me, he's going to be white tag 63, and then the Chester will be a yellow tag 41.
Well, thank y'all for having me again. Like Matt said, we'll get those tags fixed. Our leadoff is that little Berkshire pig. He'd be a Otter's Pocket, back on a About Time, his family jewel sow. One we kind of held back out of that litter for this sale. Offered some mates on our online sale earlier this week, and those things got some good homes. But anyways, that sow produced a third place cell making bear at San Antonio this past year, and had a cell maker at Houston. So we think that thing will feed really, really well. And then the Chester, he'll be tagged 41, yellow 41, and that'd be a trump back on a Ruchin box office sow. Really good young sow that she had a pair of bears that made the sale at Houston, and we have lots of high hopes for that thing. But if you got any questions, we'll get those tags fixed. Get with me, and we can visit more about them. Thank you all again.
All right, next in's going to be the MC3 Ward crew. The guys went by there and told me about this bear or boar, hopefully, that they're bringing, and just the hype behind these three that they had coming in. And when I got here and saw them, I was fairly impressed, to say the least. She's going to tell you more about them. Again, MC3 Ward.
Again, we'd like to thank Matt, Colin, and Riggin for having us out. We'll start with our leadoff, 13-2. He'd be a hang tight, next on deck, only intentions, Hold My Beer 71. Those Hold My Beer 71 sows is kind of where we started our crossbred line, and as you can see, they've been getting it done for us. Boar or Barra, I don't know, you guys decide. Kind of sitting here thinking we should have kept him as a boar right now, but anyways, our second one in round 2 is going to be the Chester. He'd be a dirty Chester, actually. He's going to be a Crown Prince next on deck. We sold a blue bear here this last time, and he got along really well down here. So anyways, this sow looks like she's going to produce kind of whatever you want to do with her. And then our round 3 is going to be a full sib to Above All. He would have sold it for $50,000 last year to Premium Blend. So he'd be above and beyond top shelf. So anyway, he is cut. He's a Barra. So I don't know. This guy just been a freak. He's been off the feeding floor for about a week, and he's done cut. Got cut, I believe, 8 days ago. So thank y'all.
Next in is going to be 4F Farms. Cleve sent the A-team into town this week. They bring us 3 of them. I know Cleve. I talk to him quite often, and he was extremely high. And I couldn't agree more. This is the best set he's brought us, or maybe to a pig sale in quite some time. Coop's going to tell you and elaborate more on them.
We're going to lead off with the chromed up one there, kind of in the middle. He'd be a white tag 18, so I guess 118 on the sheet. He'd be a new season, tricked out, stay classy. That sow would have originated from Laird's. We'd have bought her out of the established, gave a good penny for her. And she goes back to the same sow, the same JD sow that raced Snapback, Grandid Expo, and JSS, all that family. But she, first litter, she had a $5,000 barrow, the Salmons family fed that got along well, and my sister's Austin barrow. And then this time last year, she had a really late litter, but had two boar pig or barrows end up in the top 10 at Dallas, and we like this one a lot. He'd be a mate to the narrow belted one that we're going to run in the 3rd round. He'd be the orange tag 14, so I guess that'd read 314. Pick them how you like them. I couldn't decide, so I let Matt run them the way he wanted to. I think both of those have a really good feeding window. I think the little one somebody could get creative with, and I think he's good enough to go anywhere you want him to. But I like that pair a lot, and a sow we're really trying to build around. The black-headed one will be the one we run in the middle round. He'd be yellow tag 18, 218 on the sheet. That sow would be a litter mate to the Mohawks family class winner at Dallas a couple summers ago, and then a 3rd place gilt my sister would have showed there too. Her first litter, she had 1 barrow end up showing that made it past the weaning decks, and it had been the one the Gittins family crew that Kinsey Cash would have showed, and won a pile of jackpots in East Texas and ended up making the sale at Houston. And then her last litter this time, she had a pile of gilts. One of them ended up winning our county show, and then the heavy class at the Rio Grande Valley. And so that big sow family's honestly never won a big one, but my Facebook post said it all. She's put more sale makers at Texas Majors than any cow on the farm, and so we like that good feeding pig a lot. Again, thanks to the crew. We always have a fun time here, and looking forward to later tonight.
Next in is Meyer Farms. Grant brings us a pair of Chesters he likes quite a bit.
Thank you, Regan, Matt, and Colin, for letting me come out from a 3rd year in a row. This year I brought 2 litter mate Chester barrows. They are out of Big Daddy Big Screen. The mother was champion at Fort Worth 2 years ago. Last year I brought a Chester barrow for Dallas and made sale with him. 8-1 is going to be our leadoff, and white tag 19. Second round will be yellow tag 19. These things, their whip broke, so I hope they walk on someone's trailer tonight.
All right, next in is going to be S&K Show Pigs. They lead off our sale with a canned heat barrow on an affliction sow, and they brought us a pair of them that are, well, I'll let you evaluate them as they are, but Levi's going to tell you more.
Thanks, Matt Riggins and Colin, for having us out here. We'll start off with the one that Grace has, and that is tag 20, white. And that guy is a canned heat affliction there before Monumental. That Affliction sow would be an aunt to the Grand Bear at San Antone this year, and then champion Division 4 other cross and reserve Division 3 other cross. So those Affliction sows, there's 7 mate sisters and full sibs to each other, and all of them have been doing an awesome job for us. And then the other one is Yellow Tag 20, and he is a hits different next intentions on a gilt litter. Thanks again for having us.
Price Livestock will be next in, and Kenny brought us a trio of them, a little different colors, and out of good boars and good sows. Here's Kenny.
Yeah, appreciate it. As always, thanks for the invite. Enjoy coming down here. We're going to lead off with the kind of chromed up white-tail pig there in the middle. It's white tag 21. That'd be a canned heat jive turkey, no intro. Mother's a first litter gilt that, hey, I ain't going to tell you she's the best one we've ever, that's ever been born, but she's the best one that's ever been born at our house. Off-age gilt, didn't get shown anywhere, but absolute freak of a mother behind that one we're excited to have. Grandmother was a class winner at Dallas. Excited about that one. Then the blue one, Yellow Tag 21. That is a canned heat downplay. Another good young sow, good pig. Then the last one we're going to round off with is the white belted one, Orange Tag 15. That's a modern day simple man little bro. Mother was a pretty expensive gilt purchase from John Mollett. She was a very good show gilt we leased down here. Was very competitive on the jackpot deal. Won her county, got her back. It's her second litter. First litter actually had her lead off here in the fall sale here. That was a good pig. Like I said, thanks again. These are 3 good pigs out of 3 of our absolute best young sows. Pretty excited about these. Thank you.
Matt, Riggin, Colin, thank you for inviting us out here. And we got on our lead off is the small belted one here. What is he, tag 9? He would be a 19, which a wild side board Brockman had this past time. And it'd be a 19 on my, and the mother was champion cross at LSU in 23 that Hayes' nephew had. And then our second rounder here would be the wider belted one. These are Icon Kingpin. Let's see. They'd be quite frankly Icon Kingpin, sorry. And both of them are litter mates, round 2 and round 3s.
Next, we have up Warden.
Thanks to the crew for having us out here. We're going to lead off with the white sock barrow. That'd be tag 8, white tag. That's a buckle up, slabs tricked out. Mama came from Colson. She would be a litter mate to $100,000 one that they sell down here in the fall, and another $15,000 one that I believe was reserved at Montgomery County. And then the pair of peers, we're going to lead off with the Poland. Those sows are both acquired from Heads Up Genetics. The Poland barrow will be our second rounder. That's tag 7. He's a front runner Hundy. His mom would have been a litter mate to the Kane Gilt. Did a bunch of jackpotting down here and was a class winner at Expo. And then her mom was actually second in class at Indy and to the champion Poland Gilt. The Berkshire would be above and beyond, back on a Scouts Honor. That Scouts Honor sow would have been the reserve grand overall at San Antonio in 21. Would have been originated from Wintex. We like this pair quite a bit. Both those Pure Barrows, I know it doesn't necessarily matter if you guys do paper for Kansas City or anything that way. So thanks again, guys, for having us.
Next in's JDF and a first-time consigner to the players, but it darn sure doesn't look like it'll be his last one. He brought 3 of them, and a guy who's been on fire in anything show pig-wise, hung a bunch of banners the last couple of years in the Berkshire, Chester, Yorkshire deal, and he brings 3 of them I think he's real proud of.
Thanks for the invite to bring a few here this weekend. 3 we're really, really proud of. The 2 white ones would be tag 8 and tag 10. Tag 10, the white one, would be our leadoff, and then the kind of the orange tag 8 would be our third rounder. Both of them are their Whams. Bleach Boy, King. Wham needs no introduction. He worked extremely, extremely good on that sow. Bleach Boy would be a boar, kind of a half pure son that we kept a few years ago. That kind of goes back to some of Kevin Thomas's good stuff, the Unchained Dog, and then the King grandmother there originated from Lackey. She's also the mother of Beatbox that we sold to Crossroads last spring at Lackey's spring sales. So 2 white ones should stay white. There's 10 of them. I haven't seen a single ounce of blue on either of them, out of all 10 of them. 2 we're extremely proud of. Tag 10 is a crip. He's got one up, I think, in his flank. Should be no problem there. The Berkshire is tag 9, I believe. That'd be a top hand. Circle back. The circle back mom there's a mate sister to the Reserve Supreme at Elite in 23. She's also to be the aunt of that Pedrosa's Gilt this last go that was reserve at San Antonio. Won the Berkshires at Texas Elite. So goes back to some of our foundation Berkshire stuff there. But once again, thanks for having us out. 3 we're extremely proud of, and look forward to seeing where they end up.
Next in is going to be Shane with the Rival Genetics. I know these guys brought 3 down and finally getting things rolling the way they want to back at home. I looked at them last night once they got them unloaded and was very impressed with them. Out of some popular boars, backed by some good sows. Really excited to have Shane here again.
Hey, thank all you guys for having us. We're going to lead off with the one right here going across the center. That'll be tag 11. That one will be a wide open, Saved by Grace. Goes back to the old Heimer sow that we have there. We call Izzy. That mother would have raised the boar Abnormal that's there at Beeman's that Goss and Cold Shoulders are all partnered on. I think that's a very neat pig, guys. We just dropped these off the wire, so they're going to be they're a little crazy. They're not whip broke too well, so like I say, you're seeing what you're seeing, but I do like that one very, very good. The next 2 will be litter mates. The one going across the mostly black one, and the other one's going right there at the orange tag. They'll be lot 9 and I think 10 as the yellow tag. They will be, what are we doing, Bubba? They'll be wide awakes, wild side. This will be a first litter gilt. I know that little black one, he looks like he's up in his top line a little bit, but I do like that pig a lot. I do think he will relax. I think that one's got some very, very neat pieces. And then the other litter mate's a little greener and skinny, but I do like them a lot. And just thanks everybody and thank the kiddos for all the help.
We dropped the ball, didn't we, Tim? Uncle Timmy's going to be next. Heron Farms, he brings 3 of them. A pair of white ones I know he's real proud of, and then a Duroc that looks pretty special to me. He's going to tell you more about them here.
He's a bishop.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, we're humbled to be here, and I want to pay tribute to these kids and the help they do for all of us breeders, and we're honored to be here with an elite group of breeders and high-quality pigs. This red one will be our leadoff. My wife's with me, and that's actually her pig, so I'm going to let her sell him first, and that is Bishop Piranha, Bury My Bones Last Drop. Is a really deep litter. We only got a couple red sows, but he's got some sisters we're probably going to retain. These 3 females are very proven, and that's his second litter, or her second litter. The big white male is a mate to our leadoff at Smoke that brought 6,000, and that's a white feather. Keep cool, walks alone. His grandma is the mother of the little guy, and his grandma is a mate to the champion York at Dallas in 22 that Stu showed there at Bullard. And then the little guy is the first one we brought out of our Nature Boy litter and the old sow. And that sow is a Walks Alone, Your Choice. She was an exotic white female we started our deal with from Brockman. So there'll be more of them little ones at Bullard. Thank you. If you got any questions, holler at us.
The next 3 are from 4-5 Livestock, and some guys that are turning into some pretty good buddies of ours. Been to sales with them and just kind of like the same kind of livestock they have. That pin there, Ireland, yeah, bring them on in. Bring 2 in first. Here we go.
Well, first of all, just want to say thanks to Matt, Regan, and Colin for having us out. These will be the consignments from 4-5 Livestock. We're going to go ahead and talk the round 2 pig first. That's going to be the pig that Kelby's on in the center portion of the ring. So that one's going to be a different league, hot take 47-3 on the Ray Ray clone. So that one's mom would have just had a 3rd place heavyweight Yorkshire there at Houston a couple weeks ago. A pig we like a great deal. Probably the best pig out of one of the deepest litters we had at our place this spring. And then the 3rd round pig is going to be the blue one there in the center portion of the ring. That one's also going to be a different league, hot take 47-3 on the Ray Ray clone. Full sib in blood to the wide belted one, just littermate sister sows on the bottom side of those pedigrees there. That pig's probably one of the stoutest pigs we'd put together this spring. A pair of pigs we like a great deal. Then the last pig we're going to run out, that one's going to be our leadoff Barra. That one's going to be 18-1. I think he's tag 13, so white tag 13. That one's going to be a different league, Cash Money Kingpin. So that one would be a litter mate to the Barra we would have sold at Brockman's there last weekend, and one we've had pegged for this sale for quite some time now. He does have a little bit of swelling on the inside part of his leg there this morning. It is unfortunate when things happen out of your control, but we do guarantee that pig. We just ask that you don't let that take away from the quality that we feel this bear represents. We think a very, very nice pig with a very, very bright future. So again, 18-1, tag 13, different league, Cash Money Kingpin. If you got any questions or want to pop them out in the back, just holler at me or Kelby. Thanks.
All right, we got a single entry and another first-time consigner to us. They reached out and said they had a really good red bear they wanted to bring. They weren't lying, obviously. This bear raised a few eyebrows last night when they unloaded him and got him through the preview that we did. He'll be yellow or white tag number 1 from Slot Farms.
First, thank you so much for having us, Matt, Colin, and Regan. We're super excited to bring this boar here. This is going to be a name brand back on Set the Curve. We really like him a good deal. So his mama would be 3rd overall at San Antonio in 24. She was also a class winner at Houston. And some of her litter mates were also did some good things. One got 4th in class at the Gilt Show at Houston, and the other one was 4th at the Houston Bear Show. We really like this one a good deal. He has some good pedigree, and whenever we were trying to get a good one to match up to his mama, my dad talked to Mr. Byers and figured that name brand would be a really good one. So we're super excited, and thank you for having us out.
Next in is Dan with Schleif Farms, and a guy who's been around forever and just been a part of winning every show in the state of Texas, and maybe even more than that, and just pedigrees that trace back to the foundation of the stud and everything else that he started. I would say there's just so much blood and pedigrees that run back to this guy. Can't thank him enough for bringing this pair of them here.
Thank you, Matt. You know, when me and Scotty left Fayetteville yesterday, head this way, I didn't have the mindset to come here and sell a $10,000 bear or even a $5,000 bear. My mindset was to come. I told my wife, Rachel, I've got to come to this sale because Riggins, Colin, and Matt are doing as good a job feeding them, getting in the right homes as anybody in the state right now. So congratulations to you guys, and anybody who's associated with them, congratulations to y'all because you put your faith in good people, and it's paying off for y'all. So everybody give yourself a hand. So we're going to lead off with the belted bear in the middle. The white tag 2, he's a dropping names on a lot 1. That's a gilt. We no story behind her. She's just a gilt we kept back at the farm, and Kelton kind of slipped on pedigrees a little bit, so I might not even know the bottom side of her. But we really like that bear, and that's one we think can go on and feed in the right home, and you get him to the show, and you know the right things happen, and that bear we think can get up in the top end of a class division or whatever. And then a little split the sheets bear that drank too much water. Yeah. So he split the sheets on a spread the word, and split the sheets is a boar I have there. He's a litter mate to the reserve champion cross last year at Dallas. So good pair of feeding bears. I hope they get in good homes, and we get a backdrop. Thank y'all.
Next in is Pell Livestock, and I don't believe Corey's going to make it. He's got a wife that's close to popping, and he sent some help down to tell us what his pig is. Again, a single entry from Pell Livestock.
So unfortunately, Corey couldn't make it, and he only sent us with one, but he knew this pig could speak for itself. He's a heavyweight absolute, stay classy, and his tag's white number 4. His mom is a baby pig purchased from Cantrell. She made their PT boar last fall that unfortunately hurt himself and didn't make it to the city. Mates were incredibly popular at Queens, and there's no doubt in Corey's mind that this one was his favorite male. Heavyweight is a heavy hitter son at Alton Walters. Judging by this litter, he'll have a fair chance at Pell Livestock again. He retained all but one gilt to this litter and has the utmost faith in this pig.
Next in is Hofschulte Genetics, and they unloaded last night a little late, and they come off the trailer just looking how they're supposed to. There's 4 of them in this group, and as deep of a set of them as you'll find in this barn or any sale, I think in particular. I like these things quite a bit. Chris is going to tell you a little more about them.
This lot 3 right here would be our leadoff. That's a set the pace. Blackfoot Hero. Blackfoot would be a boar that was at Mullets. He's a trumpet son. And then behind the Hero would be Say It's Mom. Boar, Barra, do whatever you want to do. I think that thing's awfully stout. He's got a stout mug and a big arm and a huge back leg. It looks like he could definitely be diverse there, and whatever you want to do with him, angles read right. Let's see that this is 51-4 yellow tag -2. He was having an awesome litter. He'd be a flyby, spread the word hero. That hero sow would be the $15,000 sow we sell to Goss that we called Biggie. That was an unbelievable sow. There's like 3 stout sows behind that. I think that's definitely what you got to take flyby to. Flyby would have been a litter mate to Say It, so in game would be there. That thing's awfully burly in his rib, and I said it on Snapchat, said it last night, and I'll say it again. I mean, he looks like an Alabama linebacker just ready to meet the fullback in the hole. That thing's awfully stout. Like I said, I got a lot of faith in those 2 and the next 2 coming in. Next, we have the 49 litter here. These would be Safety First, Hero, next episode. There's 3 of our best sows in their pedigree there. Got a lot of faith in them, too. Let's see, the Belted Bear there would be one that we're going to round out the sale with. We thought we'd keep people in their seats. I think that thing is something that's next level, and I heard Troy Sloan say it a lot at OYE. It's like a 2025 look. Really long neck, and his neck comes around the top side of his blade, and he's tied about his throat. The White Bear was feeling a little ill this morning. I think all he really wanted was just some fresh water. He's starting to fill back up and look good. We sold a litter mate at Holy Smoke for $4,000. He would have been our leadoff bear there at Smoke. First time gilt. Actually, all these pigs we brought are out of first time gilts. Our last round would have been our gilt round. I'm really pumped about these pigs here. If you got anything, I got any questions and you want to kick them out in the back, feel free to hop us up out of our bucky chairs. We'll be back there. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Next in's Underdog Genetics, and AJ created quite a bit of hype on Facebook and Snapchat once he sent the video out. I know they've been high on this bear for quite some time. Used some outside blood and some different stuff from what they normally do, and I think it paid quite a bit of dividend. This will be white tag number 5, Underdog Genetics.
I want to thank the guys for the invite back here. We're going to lead off with 5. He's going to be a Money's On Baby Daddy, Not Another. I'd have taken his litter mate to Lackey sale 2 weeks back. I sold that one for a boar. He went to a great farm in Oregon. I think this one's incredible. I think he's better than the one I took there. He just wasn't ready then, but I think he's ready now. One that we're awfully proud of, and one that's just incredible to study. Thank you, guys.
All right, next in's going to be Warden Showstock. They bring us a big group of them and a guy that's been a part of it from the word go. They bring some gilts and some different options, so you guys that are looking for those type of things, let's pay attention here. A good set of them.
Well, I want to thank the guys for having us again this year. We love coming to this sale, and I think we brought a pretty nice set of pigs for you. So we're going to start off with the tag 6 pig. That'll be our leadoff. And his litter mate would be the one beside him, the orange tag 3. Those are picture perfect trick or treats. The dam of those would have been the 4th overall at the Iowa State Fair in '24. Also won the All Iowa Showdown Market Hog Show in '24 as well. Been a red belted one. It was well received across the state all year. And then the spot pig in here is a time machine, time squared, speak up. Would be a litter mate to the reserve grand. The mom would be a litter mate to the reserve grand gilt at the Iowa State Fair this year. We got a lot of faith in that one. Pedigree-wise, the mother of those would have raised the 6th overall, or the grandmother of that one would have raised the 6th overall spot gilt at OYE this year. And the boar rewind at Laird's, so got a lot of faith there. Going to bring in 3 gilts here. Got a Chester gilt, which would be tag 4 orange. She'd be a go time friction. The dam would have came from a Schminky bred we bought from a buddy of ours. My daughter showed it, was champion Chester gilt at the National Barrow Show, and then would have been reserve grand CPS gilt. All these pigs we got here are all out of first-time gilts, and we like that one quite a bit. And then the spot gilts we're really high on. I mean, their pedigrees are very tight-knit. Littermate sows. So the 27-7, which would be the orange tag number 2, is the darker one right there. She's a rewind, which would be the boar we sold last year to Laird's. Back on Time Squared Speak Up, which would be the reserve grand gilt at the Iowa State Fair in '24. Those ones' grandmothers would be litter mates. And then the other one's a Time Machine Fast Forward Speak Up, and that one's mother is a litter mate sister to Rewind. That's at Laird's. 2 built a little bit different, but both got the it factors, I think. So we got a lot of faith there. If you got any questions, come look us up in the back. Appreciate it again, guys.
Next in is none other than Blair Moore with Moore Show Stock, a good buddy of ours. It's always entertaining to be around. It just never depends on what kind of mood he's in, but I think we got a good one today. Blair's going to tell you something about his pigs.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you to the other 2 guys that host the sale, in addition to their wives and plus their show families that help with this deal. It's not an easy task to put on a sale, so we brought you a trio of male hogs here. Our leadoff is going to be tag 7. That's the pig down here on the left, the wider belted hog. He's going to be a wide open push. The push sow, she would have been the 15th overall light cross gilt at OIE 2 years ago at the Wakeman family would have shown. Round 2, we're going to do tag number 6, the yellow pig, the half belt pig that's down here in the corner. He's going to be a say-so push. Safeward is his pedigree. And then our last round is going to be the orange tag barrow. That's the predominantly Hampshire classifying barrow. Is going to be tag number 5. That's a 16-letter hog. He's going to be at 8 seconds, never before. So if you have any questions, just come back in the back and see us. And once again, thank you.
All right, that concludes the preview here. Crawfish will start at 3 o'clock, maybe a little sooner. Again, the girls are asking if you will go ahead and let's knock out getting you registered for your bidders numbers and everything else. We'll make some further announcements as we edge into the day. Can't thank you guys enough for being here.